Good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Game 1 of the match versus relkin versus Bonta. And we have ourselves a open 7-7 defeat Ganon seed, as per usual in this Game 1. And I'm Professor Render, and joining me in the commentary booth is Mercer. This is part of the Link to the Past 2019... Link to the Past Randomizer 2019 tournament.
Yeah, heading into 2020 now. It'll be okay. It'll probably finish before 2021 this time.
It's like football, almost.
Bonta has got the Fumos ready, but our runners should be getting started before too long. What you looking to see today?
As I usually say, I always want a clean and fair fight.
I'm rooting for Ganon. I feel like Ganon doesn't win enough of these seeds.
Are you crazy?
I mean, it's not like it never happens, but it doesn't happen that much.
So you're saying you're wishing for Ganon Falls?
Actually, I really don't want Ganon to win because typically that's slain for a double forfeit, which nobody wants.
Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, this is open 7-7 defeat Ganon, Game 1. No rules have been changed. And we are underway. And we start with a sword over in Link's house.
Yep, both runners start in the house. That sword might send them to escape early.
Yeah, I wouldn't, there's no way I would say to not go to escape as soon as you get a sword right out of the gate. Just go for it immediately. And we have, part of our match check, we have a desert pendant.
Okay, I didn't see desert. I did see Hera was a pendant and Eastern was some sort of crystal. Relkin's eyes are a lot better than mine.
Already we found the moon pearl.
Definitely not going to complain about getting that out of the way early. In addition to, being necessary for Dark World, also offers up the option of fake flippering into Waterfall Cave whenever they do South Shore.
And tier 3 only giving us some hearts.
Yeah, both runners making this play. When you get that sword just to start off, this is nice to just go ahead and route in while you're thinking about it. It can sometimes be difficult to find time here later.
Yeah, that is true. Already we find the Dark Cross key.
Yeah, so they'll have the option if they wanted to dark rooms to just head to the back, but they need to find bombs to make that worthwhile.
There's a jackpot within the boomerang chest.
Let's see if either of them sets up the Death Orb. Well, Bonta's going to have a hard time doing it now. Yeah, it looks like they're probably both going to just save and quit out.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised in this part because we don't have any means of going to the back of escape just yet. Plus, not really too. I don't think they're too concerned about going over to the Dark Cross right now.
Bonta with just a bit of a lead heading out of that front of escape play from both of them. Relkin had a little bit of trouble with the ball and chain guard there. Ooh, and bombs off the bush crab. That's very nice.
Yeah, having having the bombs on bush crab is very nice to have. So, which they now like could have mean that they could have went for that as soon as possible. There's a mirror.
Aga probably required. It's possible that we don't need that mirror if Swamp is a pendant, but even then we would need a couple of other things.
Yeah, it really just depends on if Swamp Palace is a crystal or not. For if we have to do Aga, which I'm fine for. It's a bit of an inconvenience, but it's not the worst.
I mean, even if Swamp were a pendant, that could still be required. It may be our entrance into Desert. It also could, of course, be locking some other item that we need.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's something like 85, 90% that Aga is going to be required at that point.
All right, both runners in Kakariko. And we find the boots already.
Speaking of that probably required mirror, that's, we're a sword and lamp away from being able to grab that.
Yeah, or that or the cape, lamp and cape. Also, Blue Moon was picked up. That's nice. Okay, a bottle in the well is nice. You can do the sick kid right away.
Just a health upgrade on the bottle vendor. It looks like Bonta gonna turn in the B out of that bottle for 100 rupees back.
Good vision. The fact that we found a golden bee instead of a regular bee.
Yeah, we might see Bonta make the Zora play if he gets up over 500.
Well, there is 20 rupees on the sick kid, so okay, that pretty much sells it.
Yeah, Relkin's also going to have the money, but still, you'll need it for pod eventually, and it didn't cost Bonta much time.
And there's 20 rupees on the library. Rogan's not gonna grab it. I don't think Bonsa will grab it either, because he already has Zora money. Nope.
Takes a decent chunk of time to knock the item off there and collect it. Bonta just gonna go for the hedge maze race.
Yeah, I couldn't catch what Relkin saw
5 rupees,
that
I
was on
think.
top of.
Yeah, big 5.
It's not a big 20. It's like it's a big 5 or a little 5, whatever.
Hey, the sprites are identically sized.
All right, so both runners heading over to South Shore. Nothing inside the dam. I'm gonna check the sunken treasure. Chat's point is a medium 5. There you go. That works. And only a hard piece on the sunken treasure.
Yeah, still looking for some progression items. We've gotten some nice ones, but nothing great.
Answer a question in chat. Relkin's sprite is the Cappy Mario, and the blue meal makes it look like yellow.
Bonta heading towards Agina, looks like. Also going to check out Desert Ledge. Looks like just a single rupee on Desert Ledge.
And there's, speaking of single things, there's a single arrow alongside the gloves in Mini Moldorm Cave.
One of those is much more interesting than the other.
Yeah, so Bonta heading for Agina Cave, and Relkin heading for Ice Rock Cave.
Yeah, he'll be able to set up a water walk out of this. That'll actually be really nice.
And only 3 bombs, so Relkin is going to set up that water walk.
Yeah, given that much money early, I'd have been kind of shocked not to see this play.
Yeah, Relkin heading directly over to the Zora area. First, going to go and check out the waterfall cave. Nothing of worth here. Bonta going to grab the gloves over in Mini Moldorm Cave, and Relkin heading straight over to Zora.
Yeah, but the gloves, this is the Zora check itself is going to be in logic. The ledge is just arrows, so no concern about coming back later.
Relkin does not want to bonk on that little wooden stump because that soft locks you. And as usual, Zora just gives out nothing.
So derisive of Zora, it's like any other one check.
Pretty much. So then again, I've seen Zora give out progression, I think somewhere earlier this week. I forget when.
I've seen him with the Moon Pearl a lot. Let's see, looks like Bonta's gonna store a water walk, maybe?
I think that's the intention here. And also, there's what looked to be a bow on top of the Lake Hylia Island, which is locked behind the Aga required mirror.
Still technically could be optional because the other bow could be somewhere. But we're like way into probably required Aga 1.
Yeah, that is true. So Rogan heading over to the back of Escape. It's gonna bonk it, save a bomb. It's pretty easy to not forget about that. And there's the hammer, so there's Darkwood access.
Yeah, and Rogan gonna go do Dark Cross. We'll see if it's an item that we can see.
And to answer a question in chat, not I guess not currently dead, but as far as Dark World access is concerned, Aga is not required for Dark World access. Only 3 bombs in the Dark Cross. So once Relkin hits the Dark World, we will see if we need that mirror or not.
I mean, between the bow locks behind it and all the options, it's like 99%. Also worth mentioning, Relkin did not check Lumberjack. Might do that with the Bonkrox check here, given that he has boots, but it is a knowledge advantage Bonta has. I kind of expect Relkin to do it, though.
Bonkrox only having a single rupee.
Well, we're out of those now.
Bonta going to find out that Zora does what Zora does and just give nothing.
Yeah, okay, so Relkin is going to see this mirror. No option to do Aga yet, but I would expect they're going to grab it, you know, as soon as they reasonably can.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that Relkin seeing that now might be thinking. So we have we know we have Dark World access. We're probably not out of the woods just yet in terms of Aga.
To answer chat, the reason Bonta routed the Zora area like that is that he had stored a water wall to potentially grab the ledge item, but since the ledge item was nothing, it didn't end up mattering.
All right, so Relkin will be the first player to enter Dark World access, and we'll get the information that we need to see if this is Aga required or not.
Well, definitely not or not. We cannot determine that, even if it is a pendant.
And yep,
but
there
it's
it
a
is.
crystal.
That's required. That's Crystal on Swamp Palace.
Also, Turtle Rock Mire 5-6 crystals. So if you're a fan of seeing the Pyramid Fairy, I got some bad news. You're probably not.
Now, for Relkin, since he found this out later, this might be... I don't think it's not the worst feeling in the world. Yeah, it sucks you have to go to do Aga 1 after finding out the mirror. But Bonta will have the same kind of thing where it's like, okay, we have to do Aga 1, which is like, ugh, not again. But like Aga say, it's not like the literal worst thing you can do.
I mean, from the point of view of a race, you probably feel fine about it because, yeah, you've seen most of the light world that's available. You couldn't have done the Aga 1 anyway.
Cave 73 giving us Bombos, Master Sword, a Metz, and a Red Boomerang. That's really good.
Given that Master Sword is, one of the pieces we need. Technically, that's probably the only piece they need, but you're going to try to find the lamp for Aga, or at least the fire rod.
Yeah, and this does help for Bonta, because now that he knows about the...
I mean, I would, as I should say, it looks like Bonta might be heading over there now without it. I have nothing but respect for somebody willing to do 5 heart, no light source Aga Tower. Okay, he's heading out. I thought... Oh, wait, he doesn't have the mirror anyway. What am I talking about? Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You had to get the mirror anyway, because it's already locked behind Aga. So you have to save and quit anyway. You have to save, it's like at 1.5 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, I put the mirror mentally into my head as something that they would need, and, he was trying to acquire and just did not close the loop. Ignore me.
But there, we did run a shovel in Thieves Town if we're on Relkin's side. Bonta is going to check out the catfish. Ooh.
Well,
God.
that's really nice. That also, like I said, that helps with Agate Tower if you don't want to try to find the lamp.
Yeah, it's out of logic, but you could do it if you want to really go for that mirror right now. And I think that's exactly what Bonta's gonna do now.
I mean, the thing is, at this point, you're not going to need the lamp if you can do this, so out of logic doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so here's, if you're Bonta, if you're fans of Bonta, take some notes. This will be fun.
So there are torches in the worst of the dark rooms up the tower. If you can find those pretty quickly, it might be okay. There's our book out at Thieves Town in the Maiden's Cell.
All right. We have access. We will soon have access to the tablets. Well, at least specifically Bombo's tablet. That's currently logic. Or no, actually, we would actually have access to all of them right now.
We cannot get to Tower of Hera yet.
Oh, right. We need that. We need that mirror.
We need the mirror. I mean, all of this is brought into logic. I mean, actually true for Bombo's tablet as well. So Bonta can get it, but we'll need to find that book first.
And even then, we need the logically need the lamp.
Yeah, but the only reason logic matters in this game is for determining where items can be. And if you're just willing to say, I never care if I get the lamp, then you can just ignore that part of it as a runner.
Yeah. All right, so Bonta, out to the dark room. Relkin gonna play the arrow game because his intention is to go and do the dig game.
Yeah, it was 8 rupees short of the 80, I believe it is, that you need.
Yeah, it's 80.
Also, eventually we'll need 110 rupees to get into pod, but I don't expect to see that without a bow. I don't think he has a potion in that bottle, and mimic clipping is horrible.
All right, if you want to get your guesses and how many blue balls that Bonta's gonna get, and especially Relkin, go ahead and do that right now. I'm gonna say 3 because it's always 3.
I always say 15 belatedly.
All right, fair enough.
I believe it has happened twice ever on any sort of stream, and it was both times to the same runner.
We're occupying a shield from off of the Stumpy. Check.
So, Relkin heading over towards the Hype Cave, which, earns that title today.
Was that 0 blue balls?
I'm gonna be honest, I was watching Relkin.
Yeah, that was 0 blue balls. Wow.
Yeah, 0 is a lot more likely than the other extreme. You get 0. I think it's 1 in 16 times. You get 15, 1 in 32,000 or so.
All right, Bonta heading over to do King's Tomb. And there's another shield. And the shovel spot only giving us 20 rupees. It's going to make a quick pit stop over to the Bonkrux before grabbing the mirror off of the Lumberjack cave.
Relkin looks to be desert diving. At least going to get Agina's cave, which we know isn't really much of anything. No fire source for Relkin. Hasn't gone over to Catfish for that fire rod yet. We don't know where the lamp is. Could very well be in desert, but won't be able to finish desert without that. Still, it's a pendant. Maybe you find the 2 items up front.
So there's the mirror for Bonta.
And looks like Bonta's going to go do Skull Woods, which, with that fire rod in hand and Master Sword, is pretty good play now.
So there's already 1 item for Relkin. That was 20 rupees. And the big key is on the torch.
Yeah, that's gonna, I believe, put the small key in this chest every time, at least under the settings that the tournament uses. Relkin hoping to see the other item here, and hoping for it to be progression, of course, because this is probably a play you would not expect Bonta to make. Does find the other item, not something helpful.
But Bonta is going to head to the back of Skull Wood. It's going to go and kill off Mothra. So there's Relkin's fire shield. And to answer a question in chat, Bonta did do Lampless Aga in order to do, at least get the mirror off of Lumberjack. And Relkin does know about the mirror on Lumberjack.
Yeah, but Relkin does not have the fire rod, so it would be an even more annoying climb. It's doable for these runners, but not fun. Bonta heading into Mothula on very low health because the seat has not given him much. Has a blue potion if he needs it, but he doesn't. It's really nice hammer strats.
There's 20 rupees, and that's first blood for Bonta at 27.48.
That was a really good fight. Low health hammer Mothula can be a treacherous encounter.
Oh yeah, that's something that I can't really do myself, but these runners can. Bonkrux didn't have anything that was like 20 rupees.
Relkin doing the smith chain without mirror or flute. Always not the most fun way to do it.
Oh, no kidding. And speaking of the flute,
dear.
it's right in Skull Woods.
Now, that is a chest that Relkin can get to without the fire rod, but would end up sort of double dipping. A lot of runners consider the front of Skullwoods kind of overworldy.
And a heart container is locked behind the cape.
That's a heart container they will not be getting. Bonta going to clean up the somewhat isolated graveyard ledge since he's in the area at least a little bit.
And it's the Tim Bomb pack over on the blacksmiths. So at the moment, and there's powder over on Graveyard Ledge. Nice. Now at the moment, Bonta has a pretty nice advantage, just because he did the lampless Aga, because he was able to do it.
Truthfully, I don't think that's his biggest advantage. It's that fire rod, which Relkin might be a while before finding catfish is an obnoxious check.
Yeah, that's another thing too. That fire rod, finding the fire rod on the catfish is nice. It's a good advantage that Bonta has over Relkin.
To kind of address some of the chat, lamp can actually be in a lot of places. The seed's logic can require some really convoluted things. That's the reason sequence breaking is often a good idea if you can do it. Like, it could be in Turtle Rock. I don't think we've seen anything that would have been locked behind lamp that would have prevented that.
And there's none of the two checks that both runners did. The Relkin doing the purple chest and doing and then Bonta's doing the chess game, which I think Relkin had already done. None of them did come up with anything. But Bonta will get the shovel, which again doesn't link to anything, but
Yeah, for the book to be required at this point, it would have to be on one of the something on one of the tablets. We have desert access with flute and mirror anyway, so otherwise this is just kind of a bust. We'll see.
A common misconception is that you might be thinking, oh, the book is required for pet. No, it's you can read the pedestal with the book, but it's never required unless the book is on the pedestal that leads to progression. Or if it's the only way to get into Desert Palace. So here's Bonta's flute activation.
More importantly, there's Relkin heading over towards Catfish, which was a potential real danger that he would not do this check for a very long time. So that'll keep the race close for those rooting for something closer.
Yeah, and I like the Relkin going over to do Catfish right away, since that way he doesn't have to isolate that for so long, only to find out that you needed it for so long. And plus, just considering too that we have not found the lamp, that would have been Relkin. That's Relkin's only way of doing Aga at the moment.
Well, you don't have to have it to do
Right.
AGA. Like, it's no more in logic now, for whatever that's worth. It's just you might be more comfortable this way. And given where he's heading, certainly seems that way.
Right. Yeah. That's not like a hard requirement, but if you can do it, then you can. Then you can, by all means, go for it.
Yeah, without either Fire Rod or Lamp, the Aga Tower Dark Rooms are the hardest in the game by a ton. It's really easy to take damage from the guards in there. With the Fire Rod, as long as you can land a hit on the torches, it's not too bad.
Bonta heading up the mountain.
With our runners putting on quite the show for us with Dark. There's the torch in this maze for Relkin.
And 3 bombs on the old man, but more importantly, Bonta does have that saving quit point. And there's a tempered sword on top of Spectacle Rock.
I think that was a heart piece inside. I didn't quite catch it. Just
Yeah,
the bottom pixel.
It looked like it was a heart piece or something of that sort. Nothing that Bonta really needs, but that tempered sword is going to be nice.
Yeah, especially if they never do find the lamp. Half magic already makes the Silverless Ganon Fire Rod kill a lot less bad, but Tempered Sword means half the time for phase 4.
Bonta heading over to Tower of Hera, getting the early big key. Gonna go straight over to climb the tower. Interestingly, not gonna go and check the chest above.
Yeah, I've seen this a little more lately, where people are waiting until they're going to head to the basement to do that if they can't Hera pot. I think it's a difference of seconds. I don't really know if it saves time on average, because it means you may have to make a big chest check you could avoid if that was the item, and this chest right here is the item.
Bonta opting to do a bomb jump there, which gets one of the more painful bomb jumps if you miss it, because if you miss it, you go down 2 whole floors. Working on his Aga 1 fight, well, Bonta into the Moldorm fight.
Very quick Moldorm kill. And the second item is either in that chest you skipped on the first floor, or it's in the basement.
Bonta heading back into Tower of Hera, gonna go and check that chest. And there's the other item, and that is the Ether Medallion.
Well, there's Mire access if Bonta feels like gambling on a vanilla-ish cane of Samaria, which he won't for a while.
Plus, Bonta doesn't have to worry about having to look for another medallion if, by chance, once he goes to check Turtle Rock, because we have all 3 medallions right now.
Yeah, that's always a nice feeling where you don't even have to look and you know you're good on it. Welcome grabbing the mirror.
Spiral Cave only having 10 arrows.
That's all right. There's a lot of potential prizes ahead here for Bonta.
Bonta gonna go to the bottom of Paradox Cave before heading over to Super Bunny Cave. Two heart pieces in the bottom two.
There's a lot of health left in the pool still, so I'd expect to start seeing some of it.
Not been in Paradox Cave. To answer question in chat, it's kind of. I don't know who would be in the lead. Bonta does have the advantage currently, since he went over to do Bolus. Oh,
There's our
nice.
first bow, so we know that that other bow is just going to be silver. Store snagging if you get a chance, but not by a ton. Between Vitreous and Vitreous Armos and Ganon, it's worth the effort of going over there, though.
So I'm gonna check the Hookshot Cave. The only thing you can really do in Hookshot Cave by bonking, and only a heart piece. Bonta here to set up for a hover. Whoops.
Let's see if he gives it very many tries here. A lot of runners will just give it one or two and see if they're feeling it. There we go.
Whoops.
Moogle's wings got tired.
It's good. Good attempt, though.
Yeah. Just going back to the conversation about who's in the lead, I actually think it's pretty safe to say Bonta is in the lead, with the caveat that if something is on one of the tablets, then Relkin is massively in the lead, because it will be a long time before Bonta does the backup Thieves Town.
Oh, definitely. And Bonta is opting to go and do Pod Eastern.
Relkin's still got that bead. Does not have the potion, but gets it and clutches is out there.
Nice clutch for Relkin. And Bonta is going to go and check out Sahasrah's closet. It's the other boomerang. Oh, and Relkin's gonna check the pedestal too. And as usual, it's nothing.
Yeah, Bonta obviously didn't have the book when he was over there. I expect he would have done the same. Still, good to know. He knows that now they'll never have to look at Desert again if there ends up being a hunt later. The ice rod is conspicuously not lit up on the tracker yet. And there's the red cane to knock one more item off the list of stuff we need. So hookshot, flippers, ice rod are kind of rounding that out now.
And Bonta is going to continue his current lead by finding the King Mario, which is really nice.
To answer a question in chat, yes, players are allowed to use item trackers during the tournament. They're also allowed to consult non-people resources, so you can like look at a guide for dark rooms. These runners won't have to do that, but I actually do know of at least one case in this tournament where somebody looked up a glitch video in the middle of a race to try and get the big red bomb to Pyramid Fairy through the water.
Oh, that sounds ugh. I don't know what to say, but Relkin's gonna get the bow on Lake Hylia Island. For Bonta, this would have been the silver arrows, but since Bonta does not had found the bow in alongside with the gold sword in Super Bunny Cave, Bonta would most likely not going to go and grab that.
Yeah, that is a relatively obscure water walk to get there without flippers.
I will admit, though, that is a nice setup.
That said, it's not like the lamp. We do need flippers eventually. Swamp Palace is a crystal.
Yeah, we're going to give the food activation with actual audio instead of just silence. Bonta doing a hammer jump, which she does successfully. Relkin gets the information about Myers' medallion. Bonta took quite a chunk of damage when he was doing the dark maze. He does have a blue potion in hand in case he wants to burn that.
Shouldn't be any need. He can just get these last chests and then take a death to get back to the entrance with help instead of mirroring.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he tells he'll just chip away, have the anti-fairy chip away one health, and then just. Okay, so he'll do the harmless hell way and then possibly take a death on the spikes. Ooh, there's the S-Rod.
Yeah, or he'll just continue on. There are 3 hearts on the way. Little too far there.
Nice. So if you're Relkin right now, the one thing you're hoping for at this point in time is for flippers to appear on the tablets.
I mean, Hookshot could be there too. But, I mean, yeah. Now, Relkin, that sequence break of the bow is going to make up some time. We'll be able to do Turtle Rock whenever he goes up the mountain, if he wants to, because the rest of the Turtle Rock kit is in here.
Really, the only dark room that you really have to worry about is that maze. But I'm pretty sure these runners are comfortable enough to to recognize the pattern and how to get through the dark maze without the lamp.
No, the maze is not the dangerous dark room. The room Bonta just did is the dangerous dark room, but the fire rod helps a ton. Yeah, they also did Aga 1, which is like leagues harder than anything in here in the dark.
Yeah, that is true. Bonta on the Hummus Arcane fight. Yeah, that is true. The pod is also kind of a really annoying dark room to do.
Now, Bonta needs to be careful. Blue Mail, I believe it would take contact with the boss to kill him. But he's got it.
So that's 3 crystals to Bonta's name. Find the big key early on. We found the big key in Eastern. That's fine. Logically, I think if I'm remembering this right, the logic does expect you to get the fire rod out from the catfish, which makes the Armos play in logic.
Again, forget the lamp, and you're thinking of logic. If the
Right.
has this, yeah, like
There's the-
oh, speaking of. I mean, I guess that's nice. The Maya room is left, but, you know, other than that, they've already done quite a lot. But yeah, even aside from that, Armos would have been in logic with that big key placement in the fire rod. No, that was locked behind the lamp. And might have a minor issue with Bonta's stream. Hopefully he'll be back in a second. Relkin going through dark here. Relkin heading towards Helmasaur. So while they're going through pod here, let's give a shout out to our runners. Give Relkin and Bonta a follow as Bonta opens up Mire. Does not look like he has hook shot. I didn't see if he has flippers, but we'll see. Oh no, there wasn't an item on Armos anyway. It was a God Eastern. That's right. Relkin with the Helmosaur fight.
Might check 1, 2.
You're good.
All right, cool. I was gonna say though, it was gonna be something like a compass or something on Armos.
Yeah, we'll find out when Relkin gets there anyway. But I believe that all the items were in the first 4. So it was actually the God layout for Eastern where you don't have to go to the vanilla chest.
So Bonta's going directly to fight Vitreous before doing anything else. Okay, I was wondering if he actually had spooky action or not, but he does have it.
Yeah, he just missed the fire rod shot the first time. And even with Silver's only has 12 arrows, so going to use Cape Dash strats that may also be faster anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, he hasn't picked up Silver's yet. That's right.
Yeah, I would have needed like what 8 shots in order to take out the big guy.
Yeah, he used arrows for the last one. I forgot he hadn't picked up Silver's yet for a moment there. So still just looking for the hookshot and flippers. To answer chat, silvers are on Hylia island for Bonta, and they are up Death Mountain for Relkin. Relkin sequence broke with a water walk there.
That looked to be every single item in Meyer. So Bonta's out.
Yeah, Relkin's going to get back some time here. Bonta's going to do Desert, which Relkin already got the 2 items from here. Bonta might kill Land Mode. Has not been able to check pad without the book. Doesn't know it's nothing. Probably won't because it's easy to get back over here to the back half, given that both items are in the front.
And yeah, as I figured, it was going to be a compass for Relkin. To answer a question in chat, we already had checked the pedestal, and it was only pocket change, which I think was like 5 rupees or something like that.
Now we'll see what Relkin decides to do here. Going to have the option to do Turtle Rock while he's up here. Even if it ends up being Ether, which he doesn't have yet, it's in Tower of Hera. Does look like Bonta's heading that way. If you're rooting for Relkin today, though, you really want to see it on that Ether tablet, because that would be a disaster for Bonta.
Yeah, and that book was, where was it again?
Blind Cell in Thieves Town.
Blind Cell, right. So if it's here, then Relkin is going to have a pretty big advantage here. So is it here on either tablet? No, just 10 arrows. Bonta is going to open up Turtle Rock, which is quick.
Yeah, so still 2 items from go mode. I'm proven wrong about my much earlier statement that we probably wouldn't be seeing Pyramid Fairy today. There's a good chance we will.
Yeah, at this point in time, really, you're hoping, if you're Bonta, you're definitely looking for, if you're hoping that Turtle Rock has our 2 remaining items, which is Flippers and Hookshot.
And congratulations to Bonta for correctly remembering that he does not have Hookshot and needs to do this the horrible and slow way.
It's inconvenient, but something to consider when you're trying to do this these torches when you're without Hookshot.
It's a lot better to remember it than to forget it.
Yep. Because forgetting it will make you lose a whole lot of time, and we don't want that.
As long as you remember before you get to the little area where you can reverse, it's not the end of the world. If you don't realize it by then, it's very sad.
There's the King of Burna, but not what we're looking for.
Rogan's got an incredibly full inventory to only have 6 hearts at this point.
Yeah, this team has not been really kind in terms of hearts. Bonta gonna head over to Mimic Cave. Some mushroom.
Well, that could be something, I guess.
That could lead to our 2 progression items.
Oh, and the chain chomp snipes relkin there.
Yeah, that's is why I consider that room, the chain chomp room, one of the worst rooms in the entire game.
It's not normally that bad, but normally you don't have, the 6 hearts that they'll hit you for going in there.
All right, Bonta.
All right,
over
blue mail.
into- There's the bug net.
And relkin doesn't have the powder either. It was in one of the caves around here, and relkin did Turtle Rock before checking all of those. I'm being reminded by our tracker that it was Graveyard Ledge, and I'm totally wrong about the general area. Shout out to our tracker, who is going by A-Rod today. Oof, and relkin having some trouble here. Turtle Rock is not balanced around having this level of health.
But in the meantime, Bonta is on his way over to the Trinex fight. I think he's gone to the 0 cycle. Might be a little too slow.
Nah, he missed that first fire rod shot. The 0 cycle, you gotta be pretty close to perfect for.
Okay, that. But 1 cycle's okay though. Just even though it's still kind of, it's not flashy, but still a nice Trinex fight either way. So there's both 5-6 crystals for Bonta.
Yeah, but unless it's in Pyramid Fairy, Turtle Rock, not really our answer. Could also be on the mushroom. We'll see if Bonta goes to do the Spike Cave check or not. Looks like it.
Worst case scenario is that Bonta finds it in Swamp Palace. Finds the hookshot there. If he finds the flippers eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even touch Swamp without flippers, though.
Yeah, once he finds the flippers, the worst case scenario is that you would have to find the hookshot in the Swamp Palace.
I think that's less bad than the reverse, where you find the hookshot and it ends up having to be a 3rd Death Mountain climb for Bonta, and it's in Hookshot Cave.
Spike Cave only giving out a heart piece.
Is Bonta actually going to walk out of here? I've never seen this in a tournament.
His intention is the mushroom.
Yeah, I'm guessing with the current state of saving and quitting, that probably saved like fractional time, but very cool to see anyway. Don't think I'll ever see anybody spin speed backwards through there again.
But the mushroom doesn't come up with anything. It's only 20 rupees. And Bonta is going to head for the Pyramid Fairy.
It's his most dense location, I believe.
And to bring something up in chat, we had already checked the pedestal. It's only 5 rupees, which is pocket change.
Yeah, I mean, you could fake Flipper into ice, but Flippers obviously won't be there. And that just doesn't strike me as having much point. Gonna bomb dupe here with the mirror. Gets it. You have to mirror at 0, I believe is how that works.
So if it's in Pyramid Fairy, the only thing that could be in there is the flippers. No.
No, Pyramid Fairy could have had either. It's ice can't have anything that leads to the flippers.
That's true. But it's not in Pyramid Fairy. So what's next?
Yeah, I'm interested to see where Bonta goes.
We never checked Bumbo Sablet, did we?
Bonta's not going to be doing that. Still doesn't have the book.
Right, but Relkin can.
Yeah, I mean, that is a place where it could be. I don't think we've seen the check Bonta's about to do. I don't think Relkin did that one.
This is K45. 10
Man.
arrows.
There's not even that much that you can find that's nice at this point. You have most of the safeties. You've got gold sword. You know where silvers are. Yeah, so, I mean, we can find flippers in more places than we can find the hook shot, I believe. We really want to look for one of them before, like, going on an Ice Palace dip. I'm guessing Bonta does Thief Sound after this, and then Bombo's Tablet may actually be it.
Yeah, and Relkin isn't going back to Bombo's Tablet anytime soon. So if Bonta goes to Thieves' Town and gets the book, that could potentially put him back on, well, not put him back on pace, but at least save him from having to worry about last location in it.
I firmly disagree. Relkin's going to check Bombo's Tablet relatively soon because he doesn't have that much else to do after he's off the mountain.
Oh, right, yeah, that's true.
Like, he'll clear Meyer first, probably, but that's about it. And then he's going to want to do a lot of the same mirror checks that Bonta just did, but he'll route Bombo's Tablet in with those.
Right, yeah. That makes a whole lot of sense. So Relkin gets the crystal off of Trinex.
Now here is a new check. We haven't seen Magic Bat.
I was thinking we haven't done Magic Bat yet. And Relkin's gonna go grab silver arrows.
Big 20.
Nothing. So there's Relkin's silver arrows along with the gold sword.
Hey, it's Vanilla Pyramid Fairy.
Pretty much. Bonta's heading over to the Village of Outcast area. This is probably the Thieves Town play.
Yeah. Bonta doesn't have a lot else left. So I'm guessing Relkin full clears Meyer, or does enough to get the items anyway. And then not really sure what else is available. Maybe doing some of these mirror checks first, I'm not sure. That's not where Relkin wanted to mirror.
Relkin flutes to 3. It's gonna do Magic Bat.
Yeah. Doesn't actually have powder, so gonna do the fake version of this before turning in the mushroom. I like the play. Might be a long time before Relkin gets over to Graveyard Ledge, so this actually, if this was it, would catch him up a lot. Should grab a potion to refill magics. Otherwise, he's going to have some trouble with opening Meyer here in a little bit.
So there's Bonta's book.
Wait, Relkin skip that? Oh boy.
That is going to hurt badly. Bonta finds the hook shots, hammer lots on the big chest of Turtle Rock, or Turtle Rock Thieves Town. That is going to hurt because I'm surprised Relkin even skipped that. I didn't even pay attention. It was...
Yeah, I wasn't counting through that and just assumed that the map and compass were left. And that was why he did not go to the big chest. But because he did have the hammer at the time, it's not a case where Relkin did not have the hammer available. That's going to hurt.
Unfortunately, yes, that is going to hurt. Bonta now over to the Bombos tablet. And Relkin heading over to Misery Mire. Yeah, there it is. 118.19. That's go mode for Bonta.
And that's going to send Relkin into Swamp looking for a vanilla hookshot that he's not going to find. Probably into Ice as well.
Yeah, this really hurts for if once he goes over there and checks it, this really hurts because skipping the big chest of Thieves Town does not feel good. And this is considering that this is a pendant Thieves Town. That could have been that's like the in my eyes a terrible spot to put it in this particular seed.
Yeah, I don't know if Relkin just lost count of items. I have to assume that that's what happened. Happens to everybody from time to time, but hopefully it's not something that'll bother him too much later.
And for Bonta, it was pretty much a process of elimination, getting the hook shots and knowing that there was nothing else left in the way. You at this point say, okay, it's probably on one of the tablets, and it was Bonta's tablet, and yeah, that sorted it out.
On the right side, Go Mode Swamp is always nice.
Yeah, it feels nice to go mode swamp.
It feels even nicer to never zone into ice.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's going into ice is terrible. Even if it's a crystal and you're still looking for stuff, it does feel terrible. But it always feels nice to go mode Ice Palace when it is a crystal. And to answer a question in chat, Broken Sprite is the Cappy Mario sprite. And Bonta's a Moogle. For Bonta, this will be a very quick Argus fight.
Yeah, Relkin's gonna also have a very quick Vitreous fight, given that he does have silvers and also cape and gold sword, so plenty of options.
And there is Bonta's 7th crystal. We will head into Ganon's Tower fairly soon. If you guys want to put your guesses in chat where the bit key could potentially be in Ganon's Tower, do so now. There are 22 locations where that could possibly be. And I'm going to guess 7.
If it's not a close race, I like it to be somewhere polite.
And Bonta is opting to get the silver arrows off of the Hylia Island.
Yeah, doesn't cost him the time that it'll save him on Ganon. This is taking maybe 20 seconds or so. Probably saves about 45 on average.
Right now, Bonta's fluting over up to the mountain.
Yeah, so Relkin's probably about to get his flippers, but that's not going to really help.
Yeah, this will hurt because Relkin will assume that you'll probably go to Swamp Palace and think that the hook shot might end up in there, but as we know, We don't. That's not the case. It's a Gomo swamp. Yeah, this is the swamp play for Relkin. Or no, actually no, that's not the swamp play for Relkin. He's actually heading up. I wonder where he's going.
The good mom, probably.
Probably. But 21 tests in a torch that separates Bonta from the Big Key and Lemolis, Moldorm, Agatu, and Ganon. Let's do this. First one is a heart container. Second one is a key. Gonna head for the right side. All right, number 3 is a heart container. Number 4 is 3 bombs. Number 5 is another set of 3 bombs. And number 6 is 20 rupees. Going to mirror out from the boomerang chest. Going to get pepper left side. This will be number 7. Just 10 arrows.
Bob lives possibly to become a fairy here soon.
Yay, glitch anti-fairies. Alright, number 8. A key, number 9. A heart container, number 10. A bottle, a peanut, number 11. 20 rupees. All right, number 9 is a key. Or no, that wasn't number 9, right? That's 12. That was 12.
You can always derive it afterwards. Don't worry so much about it.
Yeah, of course.
Just watch Bonta go through these rooms in style.
All right, this will be number 13. Lost count for a second. Another key. All right, here comes Randa room. Number 14 is 20 rupees. Number 15 is 50 rupees. Number 16 is 10 arrows. Number 17 is a piece of heart. Broken picks up a powder from Graveyard Lech. All right, number 18. Say hi, Bob, in chat if you want to. Number 18 is 300 rupees. Onto the Ice Armos fight. There's still another Bob that's in the other room once it gets powdered. Yeah, for referring to chat. All right, number 19, 20, and 21. Number 19 is vanilla. So if you guessed number 19, congratulations. And it looks like it was Laconic Shock. I apologize if I got that name wrong. You win the big game guessing game and get a cool 33 points on the leaderboard. Oh, and this hurts for Relkin. He's already in Swamp Palace. Again, looking for the. His thinking is that he's going to find the hook shot here.
Yeah, and probably going to head to ice after this if I had to guess. Like, there's 3 items there, and with the flippers, they're in logic now, depending on key layout.
All right, Bonta into the Lambo 2 fight. Very smooth. All right, here comes the most satisfying rooms of the games, Wizrubs 1 and 2. Now heading over to Torgus 1 and 2. Whoops, missed a spot. He's okay though. Probably want to stay in the room for a little bit. Okay, he's actually, that's fine. A little worried there. Okay, all right, there you go. Good knowledge that about the range of the lamp.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's done this without the fire rod a time or 3.
Yeah, I mean, he showed us lampless Aga with the fire rod, but that's fine. All right, on to Lambo 2, Moment 2, and I don't really think he's going to check this final chest here. He's already loaded up.
He's got literally a full inventory. The only thing he is missing is 2 bottles.
Yeah, at this point, he's missing 2 bottles from a 100% inventory. It's not a big deal if he skips it. He's already loaded up with. Oh, and also he's missing red meal. He's also missing red meal.
Still, all the things are lit. So heading into this Aga 2, gets a single on the first cycle. That was probably a double. I have a hard time telling sometimes with the close hits. That was definitely a double. Yeah, okay, the second cycle was a double. So 1, 2, 2, 1, and heading for Ganon.
Oh, and we also missed it. We're also missing the mirror shield, but that was on top of the floating island, so none of the runners would have wanted to go there anyway. But even then, it's time to fight the big pig. All right, Bonta drops out into the Ganon fight. Talk about thinking outside the box and thinking about something. I don't know. The gold sword is just pretty simple. It's pretty much the easiest thing you can really get out of it. It's just you poke them, you slash them, it's whatever. Really, the gold sword really makes the phases 1 and 2 a lot easier because you can easily do the 1-1 cycle.
Yeah, I was rooting for Ganon at the start of the seed, but with Bonta's loadout, I don't like his odds here.
I mean, like I said, you changed your mind right away. But oh no, silver might one true weakness. Of course, that's what happens when you get both silvers or both bows, and gets torch glitch. Doesn't really need the torch glitch because it has silver arrows, but it's nice to have in this sometimes. And this is the ice dip play, but it'll be too little, too late. Bonta takes down Ganon and gets your GGs in chat. All he has to do to take game 1 is across a 1x3 bridge, and he will be good to go.
Yeah, get your GGs in chat for Bonta. Finishes in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 35 seconds. And Relkin is going to choose to forfeit. We are not going to have either runner for an interview for this race. But Relkin did pass along a message, did want me to just say to the questions regarding the big chest, he says he simply got nervous and walked past it, which is understandable. These tournaments are pretty high pressure at this point, and you're in a tight race. I can certainly see how that could happen.
So, yeah, that will do it for us. But both runners did an excellent job either way. And if you'd like to see more of this, first of all, be sure to give both of these runners a follow at twitch.tv/relkin96 and twitch.tv/bonta ____. And also give a nice follow to our tracker, AstifilosRod, at twitch.tv/AstifilosRod. Is ASCLEPIOS Rod, all in one word. And it doesn't matter about the capitalization. It doesn't really matter with HTML, but or these just website names. But also, if you want to watch more of this, be sure to follow the Speed Gaming channels from Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, and Speed Gaming, ALTTP Randomizer and ALTTP Randomizer 2 through 5. And be sure to also give a nice hearty follow to my co-commentator Mercer at twitch.tv/Mercer without the second E. And of course, be sure to follow me, Professor Renderer, your favorite commentator, even though he doesn't. I try my best at twitch.tv/Professor Renderer, all in one word.
Don't actually follow me. I'm not a fun watch. But other than that,
What do you mean?
I stream only for races, so you should just watch it on Restream. But you have any other thoughts on this particular seed? Kind of overshadowed by the mistake there. Honestly, I think even if he picked it up, I don't know how it would have gone. Bonta was executing better throughout, but kind of last location, that hook shot, it would have totally changed the routing. So no way to really know how it would have gone without that. But hopefully they have an excellent game 2 tomorrow. This is the last race for the tournament for tonight, but there are several pretty great races tomorrow, including game 2 of this. Zelgatus versus Jim, and I think there's one or two others. Those haven't been scheduled for Restream just yet, but keep an eye on the schedule to see what ends up on what channel.
Yeah, and for my final thoughts, really, I feel bad for Relkin and in this because like I understand why he skipped it. It was like, yes, it's very nerve-wracking, and I had this myself for. It's whenever I was doing tournament races, I was always in this one-on-one situation where it's like, ew, it's just too much. But I understand why. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. But until then, take care.
Good night, everybody.